I was debating on if I wanted to do like Lamont Santos by finish. Ooh.
Yeah. 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 Mystic Matt turning fives to stacks. Hurricane Beps rolling like tracks. Doubters gonna hate, but the cheddar's fat. UFC nights turning pennies to racks. Spread too wide, Vegas holding the breath. Props to parlays, betting like nothing left. Pull the underdog moves like a chess grandmaster. Break the bank, they'll respect you faster. Cheddar change, mystic rearrange. Dollar bills from change, bets ain't strange. Critics might scoff, they don't know the range. Mystic Matt cashing in, pocket feels strange. $5, $10, pocket rocket. Fight night knowledge, stacking ticket. Vegas all shaking, they can pick it. Mystic Matt, every win a ticket. Cash coming in, steady river flow. Count it out, often doubters laying low. Parlay stacked, high pro, gamble show. Mystic's foresight, bets overflow. Cheddar change, mystic rearrange. Dollar bills from change, bets ain't strange. Critics might scoff, they don't know the range. Mystic Matt cashing in, pocket feels strange.
And what's going on, y'all? Apologize for coming about half hour late. This was originally scheduled for 5, pushed it back to 5:15, but it's raining here in Norfolk / Virginia Beach. So D Rose was on the way back from the beach with his family, and traffic happened. So, and then right before he got here, my internet cut out. So, just technical issues, things not working out as planned. But we appreciate you guys for stopping by here today. For change the Cheddar, let's get the green light on.
Ching, ching.
Here, let me put the change to the Cheddar, baby.
We're gonna cash out this weekend, boys. Let's go.
I guess that was dead. All right, so we do appreciate you guys for stopping by here once again. Apologize for being a little bit late, but life happens. Zero's got a family, so I let him spend time with his family without trying to bother him too much. That's me letting everyone know. Plan is to go live at 5 or shortly after, but D-Rose out at the family with his beach. And then Austin says, how dare D-Rose put his family before the boys?
Austin, you are right.
Looking forward to the watch party tomorrow. Going to be fun, says Tim. And finally, Friday is here, boys. Can't wait to watch y'all tomorrow. Hell yeah, Riley. Appreciate it. And must be doing mixed drinks for change. Dude, I will definitely not be sober at D Rose's house tomorrow. Still at work here, but that doesn't stop him cracking open a few grape happy dads at work. That's what's up, Austin. What's going on, Randy Poppy? How you doing?
And Austin getting it in. Good. Yeah, he cracking him at work.
I'm starting to think 5:15 was a typo. I wish it was, Riley, but it's okay. We're going to get here. We're going to get this done, and then we're going to get out of here. D Rose putting away his arm floaties.
I did need a little bit of help from the lifeguard earlier, Austin. If you wanted to know, so.
And then shout out Tim, $10 donation. Thank you, Tim, for keeping my light on here because this one already died. I was trying to turn this one on. Sorry, let's see.
Gotta get some batteries for that mug.
Let's see if we can get this one on. We'll turn that one on. I gotta get the charge for that one.
Let's go.
The green lights are on. Shout out Tim for keeping the green lights on. Appreciate you, brother.
Go.
Randy Poppy, D Rose in studio, indeed. And Austin, I'm right there with you, drinking at work, boss. About to leave the office myself. Damn. You guys are degenerates.
Y'all boys are wild, man. Yeah,
I'm
y'all drinking at work.
You're drinking at work. Oh my goodness!
I look up to y'all. I appreciate it, man. It's like, damn, y'all got some guts and not give a fuckness that I wish I had.
So with that being said, y'all, let's go ahead and get in the show. A little bit different than what we usually do, simply because UFC was weird today with not wanting to show weigh-ins this morning. So I did find them, but it wasn't truly enough time. I usually do this at 10 p.m. East Coast time, and it's 5 p.m. or 5:36 p.m. East Coast time. So about 5 hours sooner than that. I normally doing it because I would like to have D-Rose here for this. So, yeah, I don't have all the screenshots and everything like that. So we're just going to have to go off what I'm telling you and what we watched. I don't know if D-Rose even watched the face-offs, but I watched the face-offs. But really no takeaways from the face-offs, to be honest. The only thing I need to really say is in the main event, Tracy Cortez missed weight, weighed in again with the boxing shame, was still a half pound over, cut her hair, almost fell off the scale while she was stepping off, looked terrible, and then was crying on the scale after she made weight. Yeah, just not the best look in the world. And for it to be a 5-round fight on short notice, Rose is going to win this fight, in my personal opinion. But aside from that, no other weight misses or anything like that. So let's go ahead and get into what you guys are all here for. First fight of the night, a new one since Wednesday, was Evan Elder versus Darius Flowers. Yeah, we didn't. This wasn't on the card Wednesday, so me and D-Rose didn't talk about this at all. But Evan Elder minus 430, Darius Flowers plus 320. In my opinion, safest play for this fight if you must bet it. Probably the fight to start round 2. D-Rose, you got anything for this fight? The fight to start round 2 is minus 310. I think it's a solid parlay piece. You got anything for this one?
Yeah, I am with you just as far as the start round 2. You know, as you said, the fight got added later on in the week after we did the podcast, so weren't really expecting to be digging in too much on this fight. But I might also slide in there. I know to start round 2 on FanDuel is minus 310 right now. Also wouldn't mind maybe to start round 3 as well. I know Darius Flowers is pretty tough and can fight off some submissions. Evan Elder is probably going to put a little bit of that wrestling pressure on him. Could see it being a little bit of a long, drawn-out fight. So if you want a little bit more juice for your squeeze, you can get to start round 3 at minus 120 on FanDuel.
I'm just personally worried that Darius Flowers doesn't gas after round 1. And it looks just like the Jake Matthews fight. So it's like, I don't know, because they are in Denver, but
that was up a weight class too, though. That was up a weight class.
I think this is at 170 as well, believe it or not.
Is this also at 170?
I think this is at
170. But isn't Evan Elder a 55er? Like a true 55er versus Jake Matthews being a 70-pounder? Because I know Darius Flowers, he also took that fight on short notice too. Did gas a little bit, but he was kind of notably going for the finish early in the fight against Jake Matthews.
Evan Elder usually fights at 155.
Yeah, so I mean, a little bit more of an even matchup just as far as weight. I'm sure the welterweight change was probably just because, hey, these guys are literally taking the fight on 3 days' notice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But me personally, I'm going Evan Elder to win the fight just because I don't think beast mode Marshawn Lynch is that good.
His takedown defense is definitely not good. No matter how many Skittles you give the dude, I don't think he's going to improve the takedown defense, especially on 3 days' notice.
Yeah, indeed. We got Tim saying definitely need to tell some parlays for the watch party. Indeed, I do have a few for y'all. So me and you are both on Evan Elder.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So we'll move on to the next fight. Josh Frem, Andre Petrovsky. Dude, I don't even know who I picked to win this fight earlier in the week.
Josh Frem.
To be honest, did
I
pick Josh Frem?
I did too.
All right. Yeah. I'm still on Josh Frem. I'm going to pick Josh Frem second round at knockout. Currently odds for this fight minus 115. Josh Frem, Andre Petrovsky minus 105. I don't hate Josh Frem KO props 2 or 3 plus 700. Josh Frem KO 2 or 3. That's my play for this fight. Which way are you going here, man?
Yeah, this one, I honestly like the money line just as far as, the juice. I mean, minus 115, if it's a little bit of a safe play, you want to throw into a parlay piece. I do feel good about Josh Frem getting the win. Now, Andre Petrovsky could use a little bit of his pressure and wrestling to maybe get Josh Frem down to the ground. I personally like Josh Frem to win. I think he gets it done by KO, but Andre Petrovsky, besides the weird takedown thing that he had to Jacob Malkoun in that last fight, I really do think he's a tough fighter that's tough to finish. You can get Josh Frem on double chance on FanDuel right now, so you can get him by KO or on points at plus 145 if you want to get a little bit more juice for that squeeze to get that plus money over there. And I think those are really the 2 best methods of how he's going to get it done. So you can get double chance by KO or on points at plus 145 for Josh Frem.
Fair enough. Me and D-Rose both on Josh Frem. I'm going via knockout. D-Rose going KO or points. So we'll move on to the next one. Luana Santos taking on Maria Agapova. And, dude, I expected Maria to look like shit, like on the scale, just because like all the just everything fucking going into the fight. Like I expected her to just be drawn, either miss weight or just look like shit, dude. And she actually looked good on the scale. And at the face off, I was like, it gave me some confidence in my pick. I'm sticking with my pick of Maria Agapova. Odds for this fight minus 430 for Luana Santos. And if you're betting moneyline Luana Santos, good luck to you, because that's, I promise you, that's not worth it. I'm personally on the plus 320 money line for Maria Agapova. And if you want to get a little bit crazy, D Rose, what's the craziest prop you've ever played? Like, what was the number?
Oh, one that I played a couple of decent ones. I remember Dan Hooker by decision against Jalen Turner was like plus like 700, plus 800 or something like that.
All right. Well, this is 3 times that. Maria Agapova KO 2 or 3 is plus 2,200 right now. I'm going Maria Agapova. You ready for it? Round 3 KO. Because I expect Luana Santos to gas. I just really do. And her takedowns really aren't that good. So I expect her to gas and get... Round 1 could be tricky. Round 2, I expect her to start getting beat up a little bit. And expect a round 3 knockout for Maria Agapova here. As a huge women's underdog. Will I be wrong? Probably. Which way are you going here?
Man, I think Maria Agapova's family is going to be jealous of how much you have her back over anybody else.
I don't think she has a family that backs her. That's the reason she's in her current situation, man. There's no one.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like you, I think you are the biggest supporter, even outside of her family. Like anybody, like you are Maria Agapova. We're going to have to get you a little headline underneath that says
if she wins me money like this weekend, I will get a Maria Agapova shirt, dude. I will rock a Maria Agapova shirt.
Man, she burned me once. Again, I've seen her burn other people, being one of the biggest favorites in UFC history to lose. Just not going to put my chances there on Maria Agapova. I'm probably not going to play this fight much at all. But if I do play anything, I do like Luana Santos by submission rounds 2 or 3. We know Maria Agapova can tend to gas in a lot of her fights. And Luana Santos doesn't have the most finishing instinct in the first round. She does have a couple of her finishes later on in the round. And Maria Agapova can also get caught by a submission. Hell, she got submitted by Marina Moroz. Marina Moroz is a boxer. So yeah, I think Luana Santos by submission rounds 2 or 3, and on FanDuel you can get that at plus 400 right now. So that's a little bit of that's a long shot prop, but something that I might be willing to throw a little bit of just straight money on, just because I think that is a way that Maria Agapova can get caught.
I love being split on women's MMA because I feel like more times than not it leans my way. Even though I always pick the dog, even when it's a huge dog, I'm like, dude. There's a path to victory here, and that's usually the way it goes. Women's MMA is crazy, dude, and I'm glad we're split here on our first different one of the night. We'll move on to the next one. Montel Jackson, the monster Blackshear. Yeah, you guys will see Montel Jackson later on in the show today, but I am personally on the monster Blackshear as a dog. Currently odds for this fight, minus 148 Montel Jackson, plus 120 Damon Blackshear. Yeah, dude, my personal play for this fight is going to be Damon Blackshear 3 or decision at plus 220 on FanDuel. That's what I like. Which way are you going here?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, one of the things I like this fight to go to decision because I think both fighters are super tough, super hard to finish. And I think Montel Jackson might have been finished before in the UFC, maybe submitted, but it usually takes one of the really good guys to kind of get Montel Jackson to that point. So I think Montel Jackson can win this fight by decision. For Montel Jackson, it's plus 145 on FanDuel right now. So I like that. And if you think that Damon Blackshear is going to win and don't want to bet for Montel Jackson, you can get the fight just to go to decision by itself at minus 186. So I also like that as well. I think this fight does go to decision, no doubt. But yeah, I'm still sticking with Montel Jackson, and that plus 145 by decision is pretty good line for me.
If FanDuel had the option of split decision prop on this fight, would you bet it? if it was like plus 400 or 500, like just for it to go to split decision. Don't matter
just
who
for it
wins.
to go to split.
Don't matter who wins.
I mean, it might be worth a shot. I mean,
Okay.
my luck, it wouldn't hit. It wouldn't come nowhere close to hitting, so I probably wouldn't play.
That is in the parlay for later on. So me and D-Rose split on that one as well. So we'll move on to the next one. Jasmine Jazdavicius taking on Fatima Klein. Odds flipped back the other way now. Jasmine Jazdavicius is now the favorite, minus 122. Fatima Klein, plus 100. Yeah, dude, this is kind of a... I see a lot of people that are like, dude, Fatima Klein is so good. She's going to win. This is the cheapest price you're ever going to get her. And for me, it's kind of like, dude, I don't know. I gotta wait. I haven't seen her on Contender Series. I haven't even seen her in Invicta. She was on like in fucking CFFC.
Oh.
So it's like, I know she's Aaron Blanchfield's girlfriend, training partner in and out of the bedroom. But but I don't think that matters, dude. Jazz is a brute, and dude, experience, training for a fight, taking on someone a weight class down on short notice. I got to go Jazz 3 or decision. So Jazz 3 or decision plus 125, but Jazz decision, I don't hate that either. But it's plus 150, so I would rather just take the 3 or decision just because the odds are, just cover yourself just a little bit.
Yeah, you just never know. Honestly, I think the hype around for Fatima Khan is like, it's almost got me like hesitant a little bit because it almost reminds me of who was it? Muhammad Naimov lost. Was it Felipe Santos? The dude,
Felipe Daytona. Yeah, possibly.
Yeah. It was Muhammad Naimov. It was on the Saudi Arabia card a couple of weeks ago. That dude had a lot of hype coming in, and I was pretty big on Muhammad Naimov. The lines are pretty similar, and Muhammad Naimov got finished.
I know who you're. It's not that same guy, but
that's Felipe Santos.
No, it could be the name, but the guy that I'm thinking of fights at 125. So
okay,
it's someone completely different.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Felipe Santos. He took the fight up a weight class, and he ended up finishing Muhammad Naimov by submission.
Oh yeah, because it was like fucking rear naked. But
yeah,
like Muhammad Naimov was winning that fight.
But a lot of people were very hyped on Felipe Santos coming into that fight, and he was taking the fight up a weight class.
Yeah, from Octagon. That's where he fought from.
Very similar vibes on this fight as far as it goes versus how that fight went. So it's got me a little bit hesitant. I'm not going to lie.
And it's women's MMA.
Exactly too. I'm still going to stick with Jasmine Jazdavicius here. Probably just going to take her on money line. It's minus 122 right now, so I think that's a good enough line to take. You just never know. Short notice, coming up weight class, you never know how any of those things are going to go. So, and I still feel comfortable in placing Jazz at minus 122 right now. It's a good enough line to where it's not too high to where I feel comfortable with it.
Probably one of my most confident plays on the card, money line wise. It's just, I'm pretty sure she wins, but I don't want to be too confident because it's kind of like I need to see how good is Fatima Klein in the UFC. We appreciate you stopping by today, Mike. I'm finally around to catch a stream. I appreciate it, Mike. We're a little bit early today, so that probably helped you guys catch the stream. How much did I miss? We are on currently about to start Joshua Van versus Charles Johnson. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You missed the first 5 fights, but it's okay. All prelims. So we'll move on to the next one. Josh Van taking on Charles Energy Johnson, and this is another one, dude. I gotta play that split decision prop. It's just
a Charles Johnson fight. Yeah, so we have to.
And I saw weigh-ins, dude. Saw face-offs, and Charles Johnson is just so much bigger than Josh Van. It's like if he gets active in the first round, dude, and round 2's close, I could easily see this going to split decision. Currently, odds for this fight minus 230. Josh Van, Charles Johnson plus 184. Dude, I think this is going to decision either way you cut it. I don't think either one of these dudes are going to finish. The other one, this fight to go to decision is minus 300. That's a solid parlay piece in my personal opinion. But early is good in the UK. Okay, that's good. I think this fight goes to decision minus 300, but I don't, if you have DraftKings, I don't mind this split decision prop either. I'll actually give you the number for it once I pull up my parlay because it is in there. But yeah, give me. I'm not going to pick flip. Give me Josh Van by points. Which way are you going here, D-Rose?
Yeah, I'm with you here. I don't think either fighter gets finished. As we know, Charles Johnson, he's fought some of the best and has never been finished before in his career. Josh Vance was finished once in his career before coming over to the UFC. But I do think that Charles Johnson, as the zoo's going off down there in the background.
You can't hear it, dude.
But
like, there'll be like thunder sometimes that is so loud, and I like listen back and you don't hear it. Like it's so quiet.
Yeah, no, that is a good thing. But no, Charles Johnson, he's super tough to finish, man. I think Josh Van's going to come in here. I think he's going to come in like a pit bull, dude. I think he's ready to fight. He's been ready to fight for a little bit now. Multiple fight cancellations and switch ups. So I think this dude's ready to get after it. I think he starts early, keeps the pressure on for the remainder of the fight. I think he wins by decision. So I do like Josh Van here by decision as well. And I like for the fight to also go to decision.
Fair enough. Tim is on Van by KO at plus 550. Not the worst prop ever, Tim. You know, I mean, you're getting plus 5. That's 5 times your money. Like, you know, you bet $10 and win 60.
That's good value.
You know, like it's worth a shot. It's worth a shot. So moving on to the next fight, we got Abdul Razak Al Hassan, Judo Thunder, taking on D Roses, probably third favorite fighter ever. The highest IQ fighter in the game, Cody Brundage. Currently odds for this fight minus 170. Judo Thunder, Abdul Razak Al Hassan, and Cody Brundage plus 138, dude. And yeah, after face-offs and weigh-in, dude, Cody Brundage just so much bigger than Abdul Razak Al Hassan. And dude, I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised he's the underdog. Yeah, this is another one that I have a feeling on. I think Cody Brundage wins this fight, but I think round one's probably a little sketchy because every Abdul Razak Al Hassan fight is sketchy for his opponent round one because he throws heat in that first round, but after the first round, it's kind of like that's it. That's it. And it's like, does he have enough gas left in the tank to last the rest of the fight? And we've seen it happen a few times. And my thing here is it being at elevation. I believe Cody Brundage is actually from Colorado, so he's used to the elevation and such. And if it comes down to cardio in this fight, I gotta pick Cody Brundage. I've seen him go to decision more times. Has he won them? No, but I've seen him go to decision more times. I've seen his gas tank last longer than I've seen Abdul's, and he has a wrestling background, dude. So as long as he don't end up on the bottom on the ground or he don't get snooze standing up, dude, I like this right here. Cody Brundage by points is plus 700, dude. And even if you want to cover yourself just a little bit, Cody Brundage 3 or decision is plus 460. I know you don't like betting Cody Brundage fights, but that is my play for this fight. Which way you going here, man?
Yeah, y'all already know how I am when it comes to Cody Brundage. He's burned me one too many times. So I personally am not going to be playing anything on this fight at all. Not even an inch close to this damn thing.
Tim, I would love to see Brundage knocked out by head kick.
Dude, for all the bets that he has lost me, yes, he would deserve that.
I will never bet on Brundage.
Yes, for all the bets that he has lost me, he deserves that head kick KO. But the thing is, he'll probably catch the leg kick and take Abdul Razak Al Hassan down and then screw your bet again. So, yeah, it's not worth it, man. That round 3 or by decision is nice at plus 460 just because, as you said, I could see the wrestling pressure taking over late in the fight. The first round is going to be hell for Cody Brundage to get through that.
Or just even one takedown, dude. If he gets him down once, I don't think Abdul gets back up. Like in the first round.
Yeah, well, that and too, I guess, how much aggression is Brundage going to have to actually go for the finish once he gets that top position, knowing a guy that's as dangerous as Abdul Razak Al Hassan, one slip up and he gets up on his feet, one touch and he can put you out.
But asking that question about Cody Brundage, in that case, he's going to be the most aggressive possible. He's going to be ground and pound him. Like, Abdul's going to slip. He's going to punch the ground and break his hand and be like, and then the fight gets caught off.
Doctor stoppage.
Abdul round 1 TKO. Doctor stoppage.
Tell him it's a doctor stoppage.
Just that Cody Brundage broke his hand going for ground and foul.
Tell him it's a doctor stoppage.
Oh, my goodness. I hate Cody Brundage fights. But, yeah, the number is too juicy for me not to play. And I don't bet a lot, so I might as well take the chance at it. Up next. Another one that once I saw weigh-ins, I was like, oh, fuck, dude. C-Rod.
C-Rod looked like a 135er.
C-Rod, Christian Rodriguez taking on Juicy J, Julian Erosa, dude. And yeah, a lot of people forget C-Rod fought up at 145 before going down to 135. He fought Jonathan JSP Pierce, dude.
But he never made weight. He never made weight at 135.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think he made weight the first time he fought, but it was before Cameron Simon and
Rosas and Cameron Simon. He missed weight, both of them.
Yeah, fucking those two. But anyway, so this one's up at 145, dude. And man, Julian Erosa is just huge, man. And I don't know if, I'm going to fucking say it. This fight has the potential to look exactly like Josh Van versus Charles Johnson, dude. This could go to a sketchy split decision win, dude, because Juicy J's a vet, dude. We've seen him turn these contenders back down. We've also seen him get fucking snoozed off of some shit that shouldn't knock him out, too. So a hard fight to call because it's a Juicy J, Julian Erosa fight. But, man, it'll be these times when everyone counts him out and he just comes and shuts everyone up, dude. Not going to pick flip, but yeah, I did think about it. Julian Erosa plus 180, C-Rod minus 225. This fight, my play for this fight to start round 3 at minus 190. I don't mind that. Yeah. Minus 190, I think it's a solid parlay piece for this fight to start, but give me C-Rod to win this fight via decision. Now, before weigh-ins, I did parlay up C-Rod KO 1-2 a few times because the number on it is it was pretty fucking wild earlier in the week a little bit. But it's right now plus 350. But I think it was like plus 500 or 600, something like that. And I'm like, when Julian loses, it's usually first round knockout. So, but C-Rod don't really put on pressure in the first round, though. So, that's why I was just a little bit hesitant. Because if you let Juicy J get cooking, dude, that entire fucking first round, I think it's going to be hard to come back from that. But, yeah, give me C-Rod to win decision. Which way are you going here, man?
Yeah, I still like C-Rod here, too. As I said, he looked like a 135er, lined up across from Julian Erosa. But I also think Juicy J can make some mistakes in there sometimes to get himself caught. Like I said, big punches will end up putting him out. I remember Fernando Padilla. I picked Fernando Padilla knowing nothing about him.
I didn't know that he wasn't a knockout guy before that fight. So his next 2 fights, I was betting him by knockout. Yeah. And then come to find out, he has like eight fucking rear naked chokes. Like that's how he wins. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. And I know he hurt some of those opponents in those fights too. But yeah, I remember just the accuracy. Padilla kept hitting Juicy J with his right hand, and I was like, goodness gracious, Juicy J, just move your head, dude, please, just something, just quick and whack like that. But he does have the size, is the more dangerous because I think flying knees, elbows, all those types of stuff.
Arch chokes, dude. He's got long arms and shit, dude.
Yeah, he's got the more finishing instinct out of the two. So if there is if there's an instance to where he can hurt Christian Rodriguez, I think he does end up going for the finish at some point. But I just think Christian Rodriguez, I think he's just a little bit too good, especially in the last fight too against Dogarian. Isaac Dogarian. Yeah, in that first round for him to get absolutely bulldozed the way he did and still come back and win that fight. Yeah, that was super impressive. I love the guts that Christian Rodriguez showed in that fight. So I like Christian Rodriguez getting done by.
I don't know why I care about this fight so much. Like it's just like, dude,
you like some Juicy J. You like some Juicy J.
And I think that's why, is because I know his fucking path to victory is get started early, keep it at distance, dude. Because Isaac Dogarian gas. That's why he fucking if he did like the same thing round 1, 2, and even the start of fucking 3. That's an easy win. But it's like fucking Juicy J. That's not his fucking game plan. And being the smaller guy. Can C-Rod get in on fucking Juicy J? That's the question. So it's like if he can't, it's gonna be a long night for fucking C-Rod once again at elevation. So it's like I've seen fucking Juicy J go the distance so many fucking times. He should be ready for it. But yeah, I like it to start round 3. That's enough time on that one. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. Gabriel Bonfim. Angelusa, Gabriel Bonfim minus 340, Angelusa plus 260. This is the one that I care the least about, the one that I have the least confidence in, the one that I have in the least parlays. But if you need a play, This fight to start round 2 at minus 240. Don't hate it. But give me Gabriel Bonfim to win via decision. Which way are you going here?
Yeah, this is as you said, one that's tough to call and one that I hadn't really put too much thought into, coming into this week. I do think that Angelusa, he's going to be a little bit undersized in this fight. But Gabriel Bonfim, we also saw in his last fight how much he just crumpled against the pressure against Nicholas Dalby.
They weren't that much of a size difference. Like, they were maybe like eyebrows to like eyes. Like, it was, there wasn't, like, it was maybe like 2 inches max, some shit, an inch, 2 inches, dude. Like, I thought it was going to be a lot more of a size difference.
Well, I just know that, and it might be that maybe Bonfim is listed as shorter. I know against Brian Battle, like, Angelus looked significantly smaller than Brian Battle in that fight. And I know Brian Battle listed at like 6'3", so I just thought 5'10" for Angelus for him to be that much of a size disadvantage. But maybe they could be fluffing about Gabriel Bonfim's size as well. But Angelus had never been finished in his career, so I could see maybe the fight going to the 3rd round. The start round 3 is minus 110 right now. Angelusa doesn't really have the most finishing instinct either, so I think even if he does have, not that much of a difference.
Not what the stats said, right?
Yeah,
that's like, he is a little bit hunched over, but even still, it's like, I don't know.
I was gonna say maybe the hunch over doesn't help as much, but man, I think I actually like Bonfim by decision as well. But just to keep it safe, I like to start round 3 at minus 110. I think Bonfim is going to learn a lesson in his last fight and not go for the ultimate pressure there in the first couple rounds and then gas out there as the fight goes. So I like Bonfim by decision, but for my bet, I like for the fight to start round 3 at minus 110.
Not bad. So me and you both on the same way there. Up next, Gian Silva taking on Drew Dober, dude. Drew Dober minus 105. Gian Silva officially the favorite, dude. This was minus 115 all week. So it looks like, what it looks like to me is they have enough Drew Dober bets now. They like put him to where, or hold on, they have enough Gene Silva bets now. They need more Drew Dober money. So they lower him just a tad. Drew Dober minus 105, Gene Silva minus 115. This one scares me, dude. I love me some Drew Dober, but the last time I was real confident, I'm confident in fucking Drew Dober every time he fights. I'm not going to say the last time because I picked Drew Dober to win every time he fights, dude. I say this every time. No one is going hook for hook, slug for slug with Drew Dober in the lightweight division, and then fucking Matt Favola snoozes him. But man, I'm still picking Drew Dober like to win. It's just like this fight is sketchy in every way because Gene Silva stepping up short notice, but he's the favorite, dude. So a prop for this fight that I'm going to play just to keep myself safe a little bit is to start round 2 at minus 186. Like, Drew Dober is usually kind of testing out the range and shit round 1. And if fucking Gene Silva comes out like he did last time and the same thing happens, he didn't even finish Charles Johnson until round 2. So I do think Drew Dober has got the chin to survive at least a full round. But my official play for this fight is going to be Drew Dober KO round 2 or 3 at plus 490. So Drew Dober KO probably round 2, to be honest. Which way are you going here?
Yeah, I think the groundswell behind Gene Silva, I know we were just talking about, him coming up from 145, fought a couple weeks ago, got a knockout, now coming back in up a weight class. Man, I'm not gonna lie, it's tough for me to pick. I'm still gonna stick with Drew Dober, but man, I was pretty confident in Charles Jourdain as well, and he actually handled Charles Jourdain. But I do like that over in this fight here. Even though Drew Dober did get smoked by Matt Favola in the first round, I still think for the most part, Drew Dober, he's got heavy hands and a great chin, the crimson chin that he has. So, I think it's going to be hard to hurt him necessarily. But that over 1.5 is minus 132 right now. If there's something that I'm going to be confident in playing, it's probably going to be that. Just because, I'm not going to lie, Joan Silva got me backing up a little bit since I picked against him a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. All right. So D Rose on the over 1.5, and I am just on the start round 2 because I don't even know. So we'll move on to the co-main event. That is Santiago Ponzinibbio taking on Muslim Salikov. And earlier in the week, I was like, Santiago Ponzinibbio, 3-or decision, probably going to be my lock of the week. So I parlayed it up more than a few times, and now the fight's gotten closer. I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm not sure Santiago isn't going to knock out Muslim's old ass in the first round, dude, because Santiago's got power, dude. And we saw what he did like to Alex Moreno, and Alex Moreno's got a chin. He's tough. And just Muslim Salikov in his last 2 fights just looked like absolute garbage, dude. Just got smoked both times. So, yeah, I'm not.
A dude who's normally put on pretty good performances, or at least, fought well, not getting dominated the way he has.
Yeah. My 2 props for this fight, or 2 plays for this fight to start round 2, -340 if you don't like either one to win, but I'm pretty confident Santiago Ponzinibbio wins at -205. I'm just going to play moneyline Santiago in the co-main event. How about you, D-Rose?
Yeah, I think I'd feel confident playing Ponzinibbio here on the money line. I mean, I am kind of with you on him potentially getting an early KO, but I could also see Muslim Salikov too, because I think didn't Randy Brown hurt him with a teat to the body before he kind of went off and flirted the combinations?
Congrats on getting David Goggins to go on the channel.
You gotta dig deep. Come on. We're gonna motivate you boys to get y'all a hit on these parlays, man. So that's what I'm here to motivate y'all for.
Like you got some beef with fucking Sean Strickland right now, yeah.
I'm trying to train Tony Ferguson up for this next fight too. Get off the ground, Tony. Oh, thanks. But yeah, I think honestly that Ponzinibbio by KO TKO is +175. That's a pretty good line. Me, I'm always the the decision king when it comes to that. So honestly, Ponzinibbio by decision at +220. I think you're going to see him a little bit more, not reserved, but he's an analyst now. He's a little bit smarter about the game and how he kind of sees things. And I think he knows that Muslim Salikov is going to come in maybe with a little bit on the back foot, not trying to get set up with a big counter shot, because we've seen Ponzinibbio counter shot put out of there before as well. So I personally like Ponzinibbio by decision at +220. But yeah, that -205, I'm definitely putting that in the parlay.
I didn't know you were in the Not Like Us music video, D-Rose.
They not like us. They not like us. About to hit my C-walk on y'all too.
Anyway, main event time. If y'all haven't already, hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Thug, Rose, Namajunas taking on Tracy Cortez. And yeah, we kind of opened the show with this. Tracy Cortez looked like ass this morning on the scale. Weighed in 1.5 pounds over. Used the box, was still a half pound over. Cut her hair, finally made weight. Kind of lost a step getting off the box, was bawling, crying after she made weight. Just not the best look. And she was going to fight next week against, one of my favorite female fighters, Miranda Maverick, but it was going to be 3 rounds and not at elevation. Now the fight is a week early, 5 rounds. She had a tough weight cut. It's at elevation against someone that lives in Denver, trains in Denver, Thug Rose. Me and D-Rose split on this one. We'll see if he changes, but yeah, my play still stands. Thug Rose decision, 4-5. Thug Rose decision. Thug Rose Namajunas, 4-5 or decision, -125 is my prop, but Thug Rose Namajunas -230. That's where I'm going. Or if you don't really like Thug or anything like that, you can just do this fight to start round 4. Solid parlay piece, -430 to end out your night if you want something a little safe there. So Thug Rose, 4-5 or decision, fight to start round 4, or Thug Rose and money line for me. How about you, D-Rose?
Yeah, I did pick Tracy Cortez, kind of taking a shot in the underdog here. The sight on the scale, not the best sight in the world, not gonna lie. Seeing her kind of the way that she was. But I can't do it quite like they do in the the Dub C type. They're the Yeah, they're the true OGs. I've watched videos on like trying to do it like them, and I can't quite do it like that.
Like when D-Rose does it, he kind of looks like Russell Westbrook, and it just doesn't look
Yeah.
the best.
That's why they didn't have him recorded. He was off on the side. Somebody was recording him on his own. He wasn't included in the overall gathering when they were having over there. But yeah, this fight, man, I wanted to pick Tracy Cortez. By the way she looked on the scale, I mean, you got to favor Rose at this point in time. But I like the over 4.5 in this fight, minus 280 right now. So it's not the most juice that you can get, but I just think in terms of how this fight could potentially end, Rose has been coming out a little bit more, I don't want to say hesitant, but I don't know, ever since that Carla Esparza fight, like it's like all of a sudden her complete IQ, not her IQ, but her fight style almost changed a little bit. Like just less pressure, more kind of counter striking. And I think that's what got her caught up in the Manning fight. And also I think in the He-Boss fight as well, He-Boss was able to put pressure on her late because it was almost like Rose didn't want to engage there at a certain point in time. So Tracy Cortez, I'm not confident enough to bet on her just based on the way she looked at the scale. But I do think this fight ends up going to decision. So the over 4.5 is minus 280. And for this to go to decision is minus 260. I mean, you might as well take the over 4.5 if you're going to look at it by decision. But yeah, for me, probably just going to look to play probably the over 4.5 in this one.
Or just don't play it at all.
Yeah, like I said, if I play anything, it's going to be the 4.5 because I'm not going to lie. I don't feel super comfortable because I wanted Tracy Cortez as the dog. The scale appearances didn't give me the most confidence.
Fair enough. So let's move to the fun part.
Dun, dun, dun.
The change to the cheddar, the bets, and the parlays. So I usually try to bring you guys like $40, $50 worth. This week, I didn't. I think I have $25 worth of bets for you guys. So, not a ton this week. Not the best card to be betting on, and shit kept getting changed around. Shit got added late. And if I think this week's bad, I'm going to be praying that next week was back to this week because the main event is like Amanda Lemos versus who? Being fucking Verna Jandiroba. That's the main event for next weekend, dude. It's gonna be like, fuck. So, I'm gonna
Apex
try to win some money this weekend on some UFC Denver cards. So we're gonna start off. We have 4 parlays, one $10 and 3 $5 parlays. So starting off with our safest one, $10 to win $69. It is 6-leg parlay is plus 590. It is Luana Santos versus Maria Agapova to start round 2. It's Jasmine Jasdavicius versus Fatima Klein to start round 3. It is Josh Van versus Charles Johnson to start round 3. Julian Erosa versus C-Rod to start round 3. Drew Dober versus Jean Silva to start round 2. And Santiago Ponzinibbio moneyline. $10 on that to win 69. So if we hit that, then we win all of our money back, plus a little bit that we are going to be betting. Or you guys, if you make all these bet this weekend, I will not win all my money back. But all right, so we talked about this one a little bit earlier in the show. And hear me out, because these 3 fights I feel like have the highest chance to go to split decision. It is DraftKings. Well, let's get our banner off the screen. We are on DraftKings. These are all DraftKings split decision props. So, it's 3 fights to go to split decision. Montel Jackson versus Damon Blackshear to go to split decision. Josh Van versus Charles Johnson to go to split decision. And Julian Erosa versus C-Rod to go to split decision. If those 3 fights go to split decision, $5 to win $421.87. So, we got 2 more $5 ones. Getting a little bit crazy now. This is a 6-leg parlay, and these are basically money line. All the money lines, just the fights that are the closest that I think the dogs have a chance to win in. And it's Josh Frim, Maria Agapova, Damon Blackshear, Jasmine Jasdavicius, Cody Brundage, and Drew Dober. $5 on that to win $694. And the biggest one this week, I actually have confidence in this, believe it or not. It's $5 to win $1,100. I think it's 8 legs, I believe. Let me get closer because I can't read. Yeah, 8 legs. It is plus 22,212. It is Josh Frim versus Andre Petrovsky to start round 2. Luana Santos versus Maria Agapova to start round 3. Damon Blackshear to win 3 or decision. Jazz to win 3 or decision. Josh Van versus Charles Johnson to go the distance. Cody Brundage to win 3 or decision. Julian Arosa versus Christian Rodriguez to start round 3. And the final leg on the parlay, minus 700. So big minus money, so we can easily hedge out of that one. Last leg on the parlay, Thug Rose versus Tracy Cortez to start round 3. $5 to win $1,100 and $15. Yeah, so that's the biggest one this week. Once again, $25. Not the most money, but that's about how confident I am in betting this card this weekend. You got any parlays or props that you are thinking about sharing with the chat, D-Rose, or the channel?
I've been looking at a couple of straight bets. The only parlay that I actually placed earlier in the week, it was before the Jazz fight fell off. It was Christian Rodriguez and Jasmine Vicious. I actually had them parlayed up together for like $38 to win like $90 on it. But of course now
Vivi
fell out, so it ended up switching all my fight results over. Tried to get in a little bit like a week early. I was like, hey, I'm trying to get in a week early before the Jasmine Vicious line completely climbs up to minus 400, and of course, it ended up biting me in the butt. But as of right now, I don't have any place. But I think by tomorrow, we'll have a few by the time the card starts that we'll be sharing with you guys as well.
All right, cool. So me and D-Rose will be live here tomorrow. Well, not in this room, but here on the channel. We'll be over at D-Rose's Airbnb over tomorrow watching the fight. So the last bit of business, D-Rose, is we have to do the Predict the Fight game. So I'm going to let you pick the fight for the Predict the Fight game. I probably can guess which one you're going to pick. Hopefully you do. But, yeah, it should be a fun fight. But I'm going to let you decide, man. And in the meantime, let me show you guys what the prize is going to be for this week.
Are you still the main co-main preference?
No, you can do whichever fight you would want, dude.
Yeah, let's go Drew Dober and Silva.
Hell yeah. That's the good one. That's the good one. I think a person requested that one, so perfect. So with that being said, the weekly Predict the Fight game will be Gian Silva versus Drew Dober. And once again, if you could just on the community tab after tonight's stream for the members exclusively, go check the community tab. Just like every single week, same rules that it as always applies. And if you don't know the rules, feel free to read the rules there. But so we have 11 or 12 cards. I'm not sure. We got Santiago Ponzinibbio from 2023 Select. That's going to be your silver. Santiago Ponzinibbio from 2022 Donruss. So I think that's first year Donruss. We also have a Andre Petrosky rookie silver from 2023 Select. From 2023 Select as well, we got Drew Dober, and we've got a Drew Dober Spectre from 2023 Chronicles. Yes. We've got Juicy J, Julian Arosa, Red Disco out of 99. Rookie 2023 Select from 2023 Chronicles. Juicy J season ticket green. We got Mike Beltran there. Octagon Authorities. That's going to be your platinum teal. I don't know what it's called. Press proof. It ain't the one of one. Voices of the Octagon. Laura Senko 2022 Optic. And then Damon Blackshear is going to be 2024 Chrome. And then our giveaway this past month for the wheel spin, the winner is no longer a member here. So I'm guessing they got gifted a membership, didn't care at all. So this was in the blaster. So Montel Quick Jackson autograph will be included this week. So once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I lost count. Was that 11 or 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards. 11 cards. But not only that, just like always, 2 packs from any of the blasters that I have available. So if you win, come back here Monday. And then, see who wins if we have a winner. So as always, yeah, cool cards. Once again, predict the fight. Let me go ahead and share this because I feel like when I don't do it, people forget. So, or I get a lot of questions. So let's go ahead and share.
To avoid all that bullshit, the extra questions, all this extra stuff.
Yeah,
He gonna post for you boys.
Here we go. So once again, on the community tab, just like it is every single time we do this. Well, that's when I sent you guys cards. Yeah, this is updated because D Rose picked this one, and then the fight fell off, so I had to really quick scramble last second. And yeah, so once again on the community tab for the members only. Yeah, this is what the card game will look like. Just looking for your prediction. Once again, I only use the score or the time if there is a tie. So if you are able to guess the fighter, method, and round, then you win this week's cards and packs. And if you tie, then we'll do a little wheel spin or duck race, whatever you guys prefer, and see who wins. But yeah, just what I'm looking for. Same entries as always is, and I expect you guys to do the same thing you always do. So whatever you guys do here, just keep doing what you're doing. It's kind of working out for the most part. So once again, that is just for the members exclusively. But yeah, $5 a month will have you a chance to win UFC cards every single UFC fight week. And then once a month, I enter all of my members and give away some really, really cool UFC cards. So with that being said, thank you all very much for stopping by here. We'll go through the chat one last time before we get out of here. And let's see what you guys have to say.
This lighting is not doing me any favors in here. It makes me look like extra. I mean, I know I got some sun and got a little bit darker, but it definitely makes me look like darker.
It's because I'm up close to the light, so it just made me look extra white.
We need to swap seats over here. See, it's not so bad. I'm not hiding in the shadows.
Yeah. So, well, Laura Sanko says they fish for days. We got Sugar Sharp saying nice. Cinco. All right. Any reason why midnight prices have tanked? Big 1 of 1 pulled. I have not pulled any 1 of 1s. To be honest, midnight prices weren't too great to begin with. Like, unless you got a big card, it really wasn't worth buying. Like, I for sure lost money on. If out of 2 of my boxes, I probably could have sold all. How many cards is that? 14, 18 cards? No, fucking 14, like fucking 16 cards. I may have gotten back $100 if I would have sold all of those. So it's either a good box or your box is just terrible. So prices aren't the best on them to begin with. It's a tough product. Night, guys. See you tomorrow. Indeed. So with that being said, thank you all for stopping by and hanging out with us right over here tonight or this afternoon on the Golden Octagon. I'm gonna go get some food because I'm hungry. But yeah, catch us live 7:15, 7:30 tomorrow on the East Coast time. If you want to watch the fights with us tomorrow, we won't actually be playing the fights here, but you guys will see our live reaction to us watching the fights. And you guys can watch them along with us, chat with us, all that good shit. We'll be live for the whole card, prelims all the way up to the main event. You guys will maybe see us eat some food, drink some drinks, and any other activities that we do along the way. So with that being said, thank you guys. Anything before we get out of here, D-Rose?
No, man. I think we wrapped it up. Sorry for the traffic and everything, but made it here. And yeah, glad to do this. And we'll be back to see you guys tomorrow.
Indeed. So we will see you guys tomorrow night for the UFC Denver, I guess, fight companion here on the Golden Octagon. We usually do like 1 or 2 of these a year in the summertime, and usually around, I think, October is when we usually do the other ones.
Like October, November range.
Yeah. So with that being said, we appreciate all of you guys for stopping by here tonight, and we will catch all of you guys tomorrow. Peace.